from our studios on Karaba Avenue. This is yet another edition of the Youth Dialogue, and I am your host, Julden Jai, from wherever you're watching us from. It's always good to be back, and it's the 4th of December. I am wishing each and every one of you out there a happy new month. May we witness many, many more months to come with good health, long life, and progress, peace, and prosperity. May this new month be one of the happiest, if not the happiest month of all months, because it's December, it's the ending of the new year, and of course the beginning of you know, a new journey, a new challenge, a new anything that you want to get yourselves into. So this is the opportunity for you to reflect. The reflection starts now because it's December. We are coming towards January, which is a new month and new year. So from wherever you're watching us from, thank you very much for staying with us throughout the year. You know, from January to December, you know, the Youth Dialogue fans from wherever you're watching us. And, you know, this is a time to also reflect on the journey of the Youth Dialogue. How has it been? You know, some of the things that we need to improve on. So send in your comments, your contributions, and you will be rest assured that we are going to improve on that as far as content, as far as quality is concerned. Last week, I could not be here live because I was in Yomi. I engaged young, dynamic ladies and who are doing so well in different sectors, you know, where Action Aid has intervened, and you have seen that these youngsters who are making reusable sanitary pads, some of them are into peace building and others are into debates, and a lot more things, you know, that Action Aid has been, you know, embarking on. So this time we are having a young engineer who goes by the name Malang Fati. I think he's one of the few, if not the only young engineer in the country, sound engineer that we have in the country. So we will engage him on his journey, what it's like to be a sound engineer, and what is really sound engineer, what does that really mean to him as an individual, but also to the society. We know that sound contributes a lot, especially in this 21st century that we are in. Good evening, Mala.
Evening.
How are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa
rahmatullahi. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I thank you so much for inviting me in this platform.
You're most welcome, Malang. Thank you very much, like I said, for joining me on the Youth Dialogue. This is a platform that gives young people the opportunity to explore, to be able to showcase their talent, what they have, to also sell them out there for people to be able to see them, but also to tell young people out there who are seated at home that, you know, this is something that I have done, so it's possible for you also to be able to do it and be successful in it. To be a young person and to be one of the few sound engineers in this country, it's something that requires a lot of work. But take us through your journey. Wow.
Thank you so much for this question. It's a challenge anyway, but first of all, I am going to start from childhood, you know, when I used to stay with my grandmommy, Soma, Jara Soma. I am actually from Soma. You know, my grandma is a trader, so I stay with her. So, you know, when kids are staying with their grandmom, they are free to do so many things. So then I make toys, you know, pick batteries from the dome, you know, put them together, you know, put light in my grandmom's room, you know. Then people will be asking her, you know.
At what age were you?
Maybe around 7, 8.
You're a genius.
You know, when I was in primary school, you know, I would pick some batteries, put them together, you know, make like a battery box. So then I'll put a bulb in the room. So it will be lighting, you know, people will be asking my grandmom, who does this? And when my grandma points at me, they'll be like, wow, this little boy is the one that did this, you know. So then people will be hiring me, taking me to their houses to do the same thing that I did for my grandma. Sometimes when they have their touches, you know, those days we have touch lights. When they have issues, you know, they will bring it to my house, you know, at night, you know, telling me that to repair it for them, you know. And also, I also entered into cell phone business. Like my mom took me to a place to repair cell phones. So after I closed from school,
like, okay, this is where I go. Interesting. Is this something you learn or it just come out naturally?
Yeah, because like I said, kids are born with gifts.
Yes.
So, and when they are young, you will see them practice doing them if they have the chance, if their parents are not strict to say, hey, don't make this place dirty, or don't touch this, or don't do that. You know, sometimes you even buy a toy for a kid and he will spoil it. Sometimes the kid will try to make the toy work again, like electronic toys. So that's how I started, you know. And I started doing so many things with that electronics. So when I graduated from high school, I wanted to study electronic engineering, you know, but at that time, you know, my parents could not sponsor me to go to university to do that. So then I traveled to Kombo here. Then I went to Force Theatre Academy, you know, Auntie Janet Bajang Yon. She has the Force Theatre Institution here in the Gambia. So that is where I was trained like a performing artist. I studied literature and drama from her. So then I was there working, you know, and also learning until 2013. Then I went to a music academy here in the Gambia called the Mandimori Youth Music Academy. So I went there for 3 years music learning. Then, you know, that was where I knew so many artists like Brahama, Mariama Cham, Benjamin, Silky Chris, Rugi, so many artists. So we were there as their first batch. Then we graduated, you know, each of us could play instrument who know something about music because it's a 2-year course. So then the 2016, when the transition came, because I was working with a very prominent brother called Ibrahim Sise. So he's actually the one that is my mentor. So in 2016, then we had issues with the government that was around. Then I had to leave the Gambia and go to Senegal. Then my auntie told me, you have to leave the Gambia and go to Senegal. But whatever you want to learn in Senegal, I'll pay for you to learn. Then, you know, I went to Senegal, like a month I was thinking of what to do, what to learn. But already I've started something, which is the electronic thing, you know, the music and the electronic and the sound. So, but I don't have a clue about it. So whenever the band is performing, they will call me to say, do the sound. So I'll just do, you know, from little things that I just know, that I just apply them and then the band performs. So, but I actually wanted to now learn it, you know. Then some of my elders advised me to say it's a good thing. So, but when I went to Senegal, I was looking for the school in Dakar, but I could not have one, you know. And I was roaming, looking for the school for a period of 1 month. Every day I wake up, I go inside Dakar, you know, I roam everywhere, go to different schools.
Find a school
for sound engineering.
For sound engineering.
Yes. So that was what I did till about sometimes I met somebody in a cultural center in Dakar. Then the guy told me, because he knows so much about, you know, arts, then he told me, you have to go, I know a place, but it's in Dar. You know, when I was in Dakar, if I had Dar, I would feel it's just like at the corner, because I do not know it's far. From Dakar to Dar, it's like 370 kilometers. So, but my family is in Dakar. So now the guy told me, this course, you cannot get it here in Dakar except you go to Saint Louis. Then I communicated that to my auntie, that I have to go to Saint Louis. This is where the course is. So then I communicated with the guy speaks French. So at that time, I could not hear what he was saying, but he speaks French and English. So French and Wolof. So then we communicated until he gave me a number. Then I came to Saint Louis to know about the whereabouts of the school and everything. So then I came back to Dakar and told my auntie I have to go to Ndar. And then I don't know nobody in that place. I will have to rent a room and start going to school. So that was how it happened. 2017. Then 2017 I started the school. Then 2019 I graduated. Then I came back to Gambia. But when I was coming, the Senegalese told me, are you okay? You think you are going back to Gambia? What are you going to do? I told them, no, I just have to go to Gambia because I learned this to go to Gambia and do something. Then they said, no, Gambia, there is nothing, it's not happening. And it's true. So then when I came, when I reached Westfield, I was asking myself, where are the people? Because I'm used to crowd. I'm used to a place where there is a lot of activity. But when I came to Gambia, I got to Westfield. I said to myself, wow, this place is lonely. You know, there is no activity. So, but then I have a vision that I wanted to do something. So when I came first, I started a rehearsal studio, a rehearsal venue, where musicians come and rehearse and pay.
Who funded that?
Yeah, my brother, Ibrahim, the one I was telling you, Ibrahim Sise.
Funded the studio?
Yeah, Mandimori Foundation for Performing Arts. So I was the first to establish or to say I have a rehearsal studio in the Gambia. So bands and artists were coming there to practice for their launching, album launching, and also open mic and other programs do come there to do a program to rehearse and pay. So then I was doing that until I applied a job somewhere because I was always self-employed. I was only employed 2022 coming to now. I have never been employed by anybody.
Since you started in 2016?
Yes. I do self-employment. So from my knowledge, from the skills I have, so that is why I service and I got money to sustain myself.
But the inspiration actually came way back when you were in junior primary level.
Yeah, when I was in primary school.
Primary school, and you get all these things together, and you feel like, okay, this is something that I can be able to take. So it was really an interesting journey, really, for someone who, you know, have passion for sound engineering at that age. So what does it really take first, before we get into the discussion proper? What does it take to be a sound engineer? And what is even sound engineering for someone out there?
Yeah, because let's say a book, an empty piece of paper, need a pen for you to write some, for you to make sense. So sound also is natural. We are born with sound. We all have ears and we all have mouth. So we can hear and we can speak. So that is where sound started from natural, from what God has created us. So then medium of communication came. Then we have to communicate in a short range and a long range. So that's where sound engineering come into play. Then you have speakers, you have amplifiers, you have mixers, you have cables. So all of those things have to come together. Right now where we are sitting, there are people in the control room to make sure that what we are saying is being transformed or is being transferred to the devices our audience can hear. So all of this is technology that you have to get from you have to learn for you to be able to do it. Look, most of people will just watch TV, but they will not know there are people behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
Yeah. So sound engineering basically is, you have mixers, you have speakers, you have microphones, you have instruments. So all of those things coming together and giving out a product. That's what we call sound. Yes.
So what does it really take to become a sound engineer? Because a lot of time you just hear people who just, for instance, get up and they know that, okay, this is something I want to venture into, but they wouldn't bother. They were like, it's just mixing of things. Right? Jarud my dem school, jarud my waste my time. But thankfully you went to school and you learn about this thing. So what does it really take to become a sound engineer?
Yeah, because first of all, whatever you want to, any field of study you want to do, there must be criteria. So I told you first, I went to Atiara Academy.
Yes.
Then I went to a music academy. Then I went to a sound school. So meaning, before you learn sound, you have to first of all be technically minded. You have to at least be a technician, either electricity or DJ or musician or somebody who has technical knowledge. Let's say you are, you work in the TV or you work in the radio, you know how audio system works, so you can start learning. Yes.
So it starts from the audio system?
Yes, it starts from the audio system. At least you should have basic of IT. You should understand a little bit of IT literacy should be with you.
So I can be able, I do edit audios. I mean, I edit my own audios that I air on TV,
Most
you know, the
definitely.
news stories and everything. So am I qualified to be called a sound engineer?
Sure, you are qualified because
Really?
you work in
Is that simple?
You work in a media setting. You know, mics is on you have a mic on your chest, and then you know where it goes, and you can go to the control room. You can see how the things are connected. So meaning, you can learn. You already know how to do it.
But I believe it takes more than that. The way I see you joining all these cables, bringing them together, it takes more than just, using Adobe Audition. So moving forward, what was the biggest mistake that you, but before that, you mentioned that you started this at an early age and, you just make ball for your grandma, and then from there, any other person will just come and you will make it for them. And you were like, even your grandma was encouraging you to do this.
Most definitely.
But in most cases, especially in our own part of the world, you see a young girl or a young child growing up, they have passion for something, but even if they're playing with a toy or something, you will see the mother or father will come and say, you're spoiling this.
Most definitely.
And they will distract the person.
Most
So
definitely.
what would you say to parents then?
Yeah, because my grandma tolerates me so much. And then whatever I do, she does not say anything about it. Like if you enter in my grandma's room, you see some kind of electronic gadgets like spoil TV or spoil radio or spoil something, you want to touch it. My grandma will say, no, don't take this, bogala tam. She will tell you, don't take this, it's mine.
Wow.
So even if she is sweeping, she will not touch those areas. She will sweep and she will leave my stuff. So me too, when I come, I'm free to do those things. So then, the perfection comes from there because I have the love at home, working. So what I'm telling other parents is, whatever they see their kids or their child is doing, and then they feel that they are doing good at it, they should encourage them to do it more. They should provide more tools for them. They should provide more of those things to them so that they can challenge themselves, they can inspire more and create more and do more.
At least they will get to know what they are really good at, by working, sometimes you destroy stuff and then you learn how to make that, because that is generally, naturally how kids are. If they destroy something here, or if they spoil something here, they will want to know how to really repair that particular
most
thing.
definitely, because they know how it already,
Yeah.
they have seen it work.
Yeah, they're curious beings.
So if it have a problem, they will also rethink how to make it work again.
Exactly.
And that has given them a step ahead. So
yeah.
whenever they have issues like that, they can pass, they can solve.
pass.
That's why troubleshooting in electronics is like, the more you practice, the more you can troubleshoot a particular problem.
So in that case, for someone who started off at a very young age, and from a very young age you were able to have a clear understanding as to what you really want in life, what you really want as far as your career is concerned, do you think our educational system is tailored in such a way that for the young people or kids in kindergarten to actually widen their horizon to explore?
No.
In terms of the syllabus that we have at school?
No, because I went to a technical school, Pakalending Upper Basic School.
Yeah.
So I was doing arts, I was doing woodwork, I was doing metalwork. Woodwork, metalwork. Then after that woodwork, metalwork, when you go, you don't even know what they just teach you about safety precaution in the workshop, tools. They don't basically teach you so many things or something that can benefit you. Okay, so I wasted, let's say we have wasted our time from 1 to 12. So but when I get to grade, I already have a skill when I was young. And even when I'm going to school, still that skill is buying bags for me, buying uniform for me, buying other things for me while I was going to school with these skills that I'm telling you. So that skills is not in the school. I don't have that anywhere in the school. That is why when I finished grade 12, I wanted to go to a school that would teach me that, but there was no school.
No school.
Thank you. So these skills, any skill, like right now, the Gambia is being taken up, or the Gambia's economy is been growing because of the amount of skills we have in the country.
Yeah, and we have to give credit where it is due. I mean, the Ministry of Higher Education have been doing a great job as far as establishing skill centers are concerned across the country. So I think to some extent, don't you think that should start from the grassroots level?
Yes, most definitely.
For kids like you, for who really have passion for, these skills and all of that, can actually explore and, be great in it before they grow up.
And that will give them more motivation, because from grade 6, some kids, if they know that if I go to grade 6, I'll hold a tape line, or I'll hold a hammer, or I'll sit on a sewing machine, or I'll even touch a mixer, they'll be inspired to go to the school.
Sure.
Yeah, so if they start teaching them from grade 6, let's say grade 6 or grade 5, then when they grow up, when they get to grade 12, they are masters, seriously. How many years does it take me, like, when I, from grade 12 to right now? It's like, let's say from 2016 to now, how many years? So it takes me to perfect my skills. Yeah, so where have I passed? And the little skills I got when I was younger. So kids should be, they'll be taught from grade 6 or from grade 5, coming to grade 12. Yeah, then when we do that, we don't need to export experts from outside. Yeah, because Gambia, our people are very good, most definitely.
Sure.
We have a lot of skillful people in the Gambia. And Gambia is very skillful.
Exactly.
Gambia is gifted when it comes to, skills.
So in moving on now, what is the biggest mistake a sound engineer can make, especially during live programs? Sometimes you're at the middle of a program and it all jumbled up, you don't get to see the head or the tail of the program. So sometimes it's crazy. So what are some of these common mistakes and how can they recover from it?
Yeah, pressure, yeah, to avoid pressure. Don't allow pressure to push you, or don't take pressure. Because the more you take pressure, the more you think of ideas that are not applicable, or ideas that will ruin your show, or ideas that will ruin your program. So you don't take pressure. Yeah. Because when you take pressure, you tend to do things that you should not do. And you will say, wow, it's
So in terms of the market, do we have the market here for sound engineers?
Yeah, the market is
readily available.
I don't understand what you mean by you have market for sound.
Yeah, I mean the market base, are people hiring you, requesting for your services, and the tools, are they really available? Because in order to be a very good sound engineer, you need to have all the required tools, available. to be able to do your job?
Yeah, because when you say the market, the Gambia art sector itself is not very rich, you know, when it comes to investment.
Okay.
So those that are enjoying or those that are having money from the Gambia artistic industry is those that invest more. The more you invest, the more you make. So, right, the sound companies in the Gambia, you have Junkung, Quality Text, you have Laminjai, you have Sound City. You know, these are the big sound companies that you have in the Gambia that are providing services. And their services have been paid. But when it, economically, they are not gaining that much. You understand? Because the artists also, when you look at the performance that they do and the revenue that they have, they are not able to pay up to their level. You understand? So, and also our industry, the way the programs also goes, there is no consistency in the programming. So when you have one event with money, before you have another event again, you have already, you know, you don't have much money, you don't have much business, because the industry is not
small.
It's small. No, it's small. At the same time, there's no investment in it that will make the players to gain more economy.
Why do you think that is so?
Yeah, because
aside from the small market and the population, of course.
That is why I say investment. Like, let's say the biggest content in the Gambia is ST, for instance. So ST does how many shows in the year?
Are you an ST fan?
No, I'm just giving you example.
Okay.
I'm just giving example. When we take an example, we take statistics from the highest peak.
Highest, okay.
Thank you. So ST, he does how many shows in the year?
I wouldn't know.
One big show in the year.
Okay.
Yes, and how many times would other people hire him for other events? You understand? So ST, if you look at his expenditure and his investment, sometimes they are not balanced. Sometimes he makes, sometimes he loses. And there is no much investment in the industry that will make ST to make more money. Like we book also many times. Like the program he's having right now is only once in the year. And then maybe if he goes to outside, that's where he also makes more income. But in the Gambia, for ST and other artists, they are struggling because the industry does not have that capacity to pay for their productions.
So what does it take, sound engineering? How do you go about that? Explain for people like me to understand. Like, how do you go about producing sound? Is it like, okay, they will request for it, or you're the one who will come up with the sound? How does it go?
I don't understand. You know, when you say sound, just tell me what studio you mean or live performance? Live
performance or studio, either way.
Okay, so live performance, in a year, let's say if ST is having his annual event, he will first of all consult the sound houses in the Gambia, that is Music Store, Junkung and Sound City, to see who will give him the best price. So they will charge him, he will pay, and those people will bring their stage, their lighting, their speakers one by one, connect and everything. So they give him that service and he pays for it. Yes.
Okay, so what is the one thing that people don't understand as far as the importance of sound is concerned in storytelling? What are some of the things that oftentimes you encounter in your line of work?
Yeah, it's because people will think that you just bring this speaker, this mic, you just connect it and then it just do magic.
That is what we think. That is the same question I ask. Like, what is involved?
No, it's not like that.
Because people like me, that is what we think. It's just to bring two things
your
together.
Phone, if you don't dial one will not come out. If you don't dial two will not come out. So you are the one that actually dial the buttons and tell the phone what you want the phone to do. So sound also, when you have speakers, you have mics, you have amplifier, you have mixers, you have crossovers, you have graphic equalizers. So then each of them there's each of them there's a way they do. They connect to each other synchronously. You know, each of them knows how they go in and out amongst themselves. So then there's a way you also walk around them using the mixer. For the people, what people are hearing is command by you. You are the commander-in-chief. You are the one that tell people this is what I want you to listen.
Listen to.
Yeah.
But why is it that people have borrow sounds from odd people? Like Senegal, take a lot of sound from Senegal in their music. Some of these artists, you see that, you know, when you listen to their music, you realize that this sound is actually borrowed one. It's not an original sound from the Gambia, but it's borrowed from another artist. Like, why is that?
Our music being borrowed, or Senegalese music being borrowed? The
sound, actually. Sometimes you use the sound of another artist and then you include it in your own song. Yeah,
you mean by genre or by lyrics? What do you mean?
Lyrics and genre, both of them. You see some of the artists there, it's not authentic. People like me who are not even into music knows that this is borrowed.
Yeah, that is normal in music. There's copyright.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take Celine Dion song, you can take Bob Marley or Jalibas Keita's song, and then, you know, you can take something from it.
But
and
it's
then
so common.
do
Does it mean that our sound engineers are not up to the task?
No,
What is the problem?
no. It's just that, like, every artist.
So that is normal. You said
that is normal. That is normal. That is normal.
It's standard.
It's normal to take somebody's music and do something, but you have to request. You have to ask approval from the person, because in copyright
but it's becoming frequent. Why is that the case?
Yeah, it's because people want to rely on people's hit. Yeah, I want to rely on your hit. You have a hit song, I just rely on it. Then I also make my hit from your hit. For instance, the easy fix. You understand? Yeah, like right now we're having Afrobeat. Afrobeat is popping, it's booming everywhere.
Yeah.
So Jesus will take his lyrics and he put it there. So it's going. So music is like that. Yeah.
Okay, so that is widely acceptable as far as the art industry is concerned. But are you not concerned as sound engineers that is the case, that you have a lot of these releases and all that sounds being borrowed from outside sources?
No, we don't have any problem as long as it is selling. We don't have any problem. We don't have any problem with it.
Okay, because you talked about the issue of market here and for the fact that people are not investing. So that is the reason why I'm asking this question.
It's copyright. Let's say if I use a piece of art of someone in copyright, that person will be paid. I will be paid. Just that the person takes sharing.
As sound engineers, now focus on yourself. Don't focus on the artist.
Sorry.
How is that? How is that affecting you as sound engineers?
It doesn't affect me. It makes me. It also makes me pay. It also pay me.
Pays you as the sound engineer. How? Make us understand.
If my studio produce a song, I produce a song, and then it is registered under my label. If another artist or another musician use that, I'll be paid for them using my thing. Yes, in copyright.
Okay.
Yes. So if somebody use it, I'll be paid. If I use it also, I'll be paid in copyright. Yeah.
Okay. So you can also work on a bit and then you sell the bit to the artist. That is also possible.
Yeah, you can also make bit, you sell it to the artist. But still now you'll have a right in the bit because you are the creator, except you sell your rights to the artist. Yes.
Okay, so what is in terms of the, like I said, this is both critical and sometimes funny and all of that, because sound has to do with a lot of things. So we are not just here to talk about sound, but also educate people outside as to what it really takes. Because for people like me, it's like, bringing two cables together and that's it. That's the end of the journey. But it's not. It goes beyond that.
Yes.
From your explanation now, I get to understand really what it takes to be a sound engineer, some of these terms and all that, copyright and all, because for me really I was like, okay, why are we taking all our sound, most of these things, why do we import them? Why can't we have it in-house here? But I'm glad that you mentioned that it's internationally accepted. That is a standard. So viewers, we will go for a short commercial break. When we come back, the program continues, and then we will open the lines for you to send in your contributions, your comment and questions, because this program, it's for all of us. We'll be right back.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Have you been looking for the perfect indoor router with long-range Wi-Fi coverage and faster internet speed connecting all your smart devices? Well, we present to you the QCell Indoor Router, a router that has all you need and much more. For just $4,275, you can get 4G plus internet speed, wide coverage, and connect up to 15 devices. And that's not all. The indoor router can be used for both office and home needs. So, enhance your internet experience with our indoor router. For more info, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunubus. We innovate, others follow.
With so many things to do in a single day, it's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
Welcome back from wherever you're watching us from. This is yet another interesting edition of the Youth Dialogue, and Malang is with me here. He's a sound engineer, and we were talking about all these terminologies that are involved in sound engineering, and I'm glad that he clarified the air as to what is involved. So Malang, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
So what is the most ridiculous thing that you heard from an artist blaming the sound system? We hear that a lot in programs, weddings, parties. You hear when things goes wrong, it always the sound system. Sound system be momba would be the fabon and all of that. Wala, even so any issues or problems, they would blame the sound system. So what is the most ridiculous thing that you hear?
Yeah, let's say you have an event and your event is, okay, you have an event. A day before the event, you call the sound engineer, telling him, oh, I have an event, you know, at QCity or at Jama Hall, you know, I need this. Then he send you the technical rider, and then the person expect you to do magic. When he sit at the last minute, then he did not call you until when he call you at the last minute for you to go and make the magic. It's not possible.
It's not possible. Then.
Yeah, these things, you have to respect the norms. Let's say, for instance, if I have to play an event, let's say if it is a conference, let's say at Jama Hall or Kairaba, I only need, I knew that maybe I have 5 speakers. 5 speakers, then I have audience. So then I would just take 5 table mics, for instance. 5 table mics for those 5 speakers, and then roving mics, 2, for instance. So to put all that together, it needs time. I cannot just come, I put all that bum bum bum, I connect everything bum bum bum, and I do everything bum bum bum.
So how many, I don't mean to interrupt you, but on a normal circumstance, how long are you supposed to take to fix all these things?
It depends on the event. If it is, let's say this conference that I'm just telling you, if it is this one, I need to come, if the program is at 9 a.m., I need to be there, let's say, I need to be there at 7. At 7.
But you can do it on the very day.
I can do it maybe at night, let's say a day before. I can do it a day before. I connect everything, then I go. In the morning, I just have to come and start the mixer, and then that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, so but if you wait until at the last minute you come, they will just be blaming you, but this is technology. You know, it speaks a language. So you that is doing the work, you have already done your part. So they have not done their part. So they cannot blame it on you. Yes, let's say for instance you come here, you are stressed, you have problems, and then you are speaking, people are not hearing you properly, you think they are not hearing you properly, you went and complained to the technician. It's not him, it's you. So because he have been there before you have to be there at least some hours. You test everything is working perfectly before you start. Yeah, you have to test first. You know, if you don't test something and the people just want to come and use it like that.
It's a problem. Every day you see people talking and then all of a sudden it stops. What is it? It's the sound. So they will have to wait another 5 or 10 minutes.
Sometimes it can be tested. It can be tested. You go until in the program there is problem. Let's say you can go into the event. The battery
That's
is
more reason
the
why
battery
you
is
should
finished.
Always have plan B.
The battery is finished, or the amplifier blow, or maybe something happened to the mixer. Yeah, that is all possible.
You spoke about technology. How has that really changed the way you operate, sound engineers? How has that changed the way you operate in the 21st century?
Yeah, you know, we were in analog. Now we are in digital.
Yes.
Before there was no analog digital mixer, but now we have a digital mixer now. And then we have most of these digital processors. We also have like digital softwares. We also have like Pro Tools, softwares that have been developed digitally that you can work with in your mixer or in your laptop. Whatever that is in the mixer, you can also have it in the computer, like in your laptop. Yes, so it's like a replica. Sometimes you can connect them together, like the slave and the master. So technology, how it improves is from analog to digital. So I have a picture that I put there. Maybe if you check that picture, you will see, before you see a lot of cables. So but now you don't see a lot of cables now.
You don't need that.
Yes, let's say for instance now if you're having like 33-man band, and then you are having, 33-man band. Before, you have to connect all those 33 wires on stage for them to come to at the center of the field where you have the engineer. But now you can only have an internet cable that will transport all those information to the mixer. So you don't need to connect all those 30-something cables. Yes.
So viewers, those are the numbers if you want to call to send in your contributions, if you have questions for Malang. So the numbers are there, 50500505, 50500505. Call and then be part of the conversation. So Malang, what is the most unusual sound that you captured before?
The most unusual sound that I captured? I don't understand.
Like you captured a sound. Sometimes you just do things out of the ordinary. You do things and then you're even surprised that I am the one who did this.
Yeah, I have a sample. I have a sample here in my phone.
Oh, you want to show us?
Yeah,
let's see if we can capture that sound.
I can play it.
Interesting.
Except, okay, let me see where I put it.
You can't remember.
Yes.
Okay, let us move on now. You talked about your journey to sound engineering and what it really takes here, the market for sound engineers and everything. So what are your plans now? Now that you are a full-fledged sound engineer, you know, what are the plans that you have? You know, because you went through a lot, does it mean that other people who wants to venture in that should go through the same process that you went through, or what do you have for youngsters?
Yeah, because my journey and what I have experienced so far, I also want to give out to other young people like myself. Before I went to Senegal to learn, I have been following other people here in the Gambia to teach me. And I've been going to them, I've been disturbing them. When they have events, I go there, you know, I disturb them to tell them, look, I want to learn this, I want to learn this. So they send me, you know, I've been apprentice to so many people. So right now, I also have a plan where to give this knowledge or these skills to other young people that are interested to also have the same knowledge that I have, to also have the same skills that I have, so that they can also be able to work for themselves and they can be able to sustain their own businesses. Yes, as a sound engineer. Yes, they can own their own PA system. They can also work for media houses, or they can also work for other places that need sound in their department. Yes.
So when are we expecting this initiative to kickstart?
Yeah, right now the registration is on and it should expire on Sunday. December 7 is the deadline of the registration for the training, audio engineering course, level 1 and level 2.
Level 1 and 2.
Yes.
But I hope it's not expensive, Malang.
No, it's not expensive. Like, I just do it almost for free. 3,500 for a month. Yes, 3,500 for 1 month. So
how many months should it take you to be able to become a complete sound engineer?
You know, in a normal setting, it takes me like 3 years. But 3 years doesn't just start exactly. 3 years was when I went to do my, let's say I went to do my diploma. After 3 years, you can have advanced diploma. But
you are someone who had passion for this, and you've been through the process from your primary level right to your after senior secondary level. So this is something that is part of you. But someone who is a beginner, someone who have no idea about sound engineering, but you want to venture into it, what does it really take for you?
That's why I say the criteria. At least you have to computer literacy. At least, you know, if you know at least a little bit about computer, how to start computer, how to open a folder, you know, how to switch it off, you know, how to do certain settings. As long as you know that, then you are good to go.
But do you have what it takes, the equipment, the necessary tools,
to
actually train these people on a practical basis?
Yeah, we have partners. Like I said,
because we do a lot of theory in this country.
Yeah, like I said, you know, BOAT, that's the company name, BOAT Institute of Technology.
BOAT.
BOAT,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So BOAT is not only giving this giving training to young people, but BOAT also does event services. So from the event services, you know, we also do now this training. But we have partners. One of our partners is Lamin Jai, the Gambia Music Store. So meaning the students, Lamin Jai have all the materials that we need. For instance, Present International, our scheme is where the training will take place. And NACA also gave us accreditation. NACA. Yes.
Okay.
So for the equipments, the conference center is there. Conference center is the attachment venue. That is
where your trainees are going to be attached.
Yes, attachment at the conference center, because we have the equipments there. Also, the Lamin Jai, the Gambia Music Store, he has the equipment. So meaning we can be able to have some practicals in Lamin Jai's office, like Gambia Music Store at Westfield. Yes, so we can also come for another attachment at the conference center. Yes, but the equipments are not the problem for the training.
So how many students can you accommodate per batch?
For now, we can take like 50.
50.
Yeah, for the beginning, we are looking at 50. So the number is growing up. Yeah, so we are encouraging more people also to come, but women at large. We encourage more women.
More
girls.
sound engineers.
Yeah, more girls.
Yeah, more
yes,
girls.
because it's a passion.
Does it mean you are going to reduce the cost for the women and girls?
Yeah, you know, some people promise to sponsor some people. So, but I'm not sure when are they going to bring the payment. But for now, after you register 500 is the registration fee. So then the 3,000 that will be paid before you actually get your certificate. So I think in a period of 1 month, it's fair.
It's a 1 month course.
It's a 1 month course for now. You're beginning with 1 month. Yes. So we are gonna. It's a fast track 1 month that we are giving them.
So after the 1 month, then you just have your certificate. You have a half education. That's it.
Yes, level 1 and level 2. So now it will be left to you. What you get, what you have from there, will motivate you to push more, because with that, you can be able to operate a PS system.
But are there facilities or initiative? Do you have plans to actually have a level 2?
Yeah, level 3 and, you know, this level 1 and level 2. They have level 3 and level 4.
And you have all what it takes to actually have someone who wants to start from level 1 to level 4.
Yes.
Level 4, you have what it
Yes,
takes.
up to advanced level. Yeah, we have all of that. Yes. So it now depends on the aspirant person, what he want to get or where he want to be. Yes.
So what would you say to people out there who want to venture into sound engineering?
Yeah, what I will tell them is,
Because many people believe that it's a waste of time, or if you are a sound engineer, maybe you are a DJ.
because
Do you?
before my auntie pays for me to go to Senegal and learn, she told me, Nijara Senegal, Nina de ebe doko la sorola. Yeah, before she pays her money. Yeah, all of it. Before she pays my money. No, because I believe that because you are a loser, you are, you know, a bandy, you work with musicians, you work with artists, you are a failure. You fail, like you are a failure. Because me, my family, I ventured into the art sector. You know, because they thought I should be a lawyer or I should be something else, but not arts, anything in the arts. You understand? So, but my auntie saw that I have wasted a lot of time in it. So now, when she wanted to pay for me now, she told me, when you come, you have to get a job. So I also thought about it, thinking about how the industry is and everything. I said to myself, no, it's not easy. I don't think I'll get a job. But I just believe it, and I went to study.
You have the belief.
Yeah, I have the belief, because my auntie, I'll be embarrassed if I come back and I don't have a job and I'm useless. You'll be like, you know.
I said it.
So she wanted me to go and learn something that when I come, I can make quick money. You understand? Yeah. So because she was paying her a lot of money.
But is there money?
Yeah, there's money.
A lot of it.
A lot of it, most definitely.
So
Yeah.
Malang is rich. So Malang can sponsor our women and girls who want to venture into sound engineering.
Most definitely, most definitely. Like I'm saying, I want to encourage more women to come and learn. So for the women, they can come. We can always find one way or the other to help each other. Yeah. Encourage more. We want to encourage more women to come. Even if they don't have money, let them just have the registration fee. Yes. Before.
Which is how $500.
$500, yeah. December 7 is the deadline. That is Saturday. Yes. So we are planning to start January. Yeah. So we can compile all of these students, and then we can see them, let's say, do an interview or audition before we actually start the course. So getting all of that ready, it will take us up to early January. We start.
But Malang, do you have plans to set up a proper school?
Yeah, it's part of the plans. You know, right now we
long term or short term plan?
It's a long term plan.
It's a long term.
It's a long term plan. Yeah, because what we have, we're giving it to the community. We're giving it to the people. So it depends how the people takes it. Yes. So we believe that when we teach somebody or when we train somebody, the person will be relevant. The person will have something to do. People will call the person and say, hey, come and do this, come and do this. So our job is to solve problems, solving problems. So when you solve problems and people tell you thank you, that alone gives you more motivation for you to, you know, do more. Yeah, because sound engineers, that's what we do. When people have problems, that's what that is when we come. Yeah, every time there's a problem in the control room with sound. Yeah, so if you are there to fix that, at least you have taken the responsibility of something for somebody. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we have people like Yusufa Toure here. Even though he is not the best of the best, he is trying his best, and we thank him for that.
Most definitely. No, you have to thank him wholeheartedly.
For real.
Because you don't know what he goes through. You don't know what he goes
He
through.
did not go through anything.
No, he
He
goes
didn't went through
through
anything.
so many hurdles, seriously.
So you said having a school is part of the long-term plan.
Yes.
What is stopping you from having it? Like, are there any challenges, constraints?
Okay, because for now, right now, like Board Institute of Technology, we don't, even if we have a space, it has to be constructed to it's a classroom setting. But
Okay. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Julden Jai.
Naam.
Nanga def.
Jaama rek, alhamdulillah.
Seen programme bi interesting na lool, educative na lool.
Jërëjëf.
Pare dafa motiver ñu bari.
Jërëjëf.
Xam naa ne youth bi ku toog di ko seetaan. Sa xel bi dina sori. Because Malang, maa ngi koy ñaanal di ko gërëm am na focus. Ba pare at a tender age. Malang mun a discover lii yëpp.
Wax
mun a
dëgg.
am carrière. Ba mun koo yóbbu up to this stage with the help of the parents. Comme li wax rek ne maamam. daf daa nekk di fo ak yu bari. di laal yeneen xam naa. mu bàyyi ko ci rek fekk loolu la bëgg. soo nit ki lim bëgg. soo ko ci bàyyee rek dina am njëriñ ci loolu.
Wax dëgg.
di wax ne xale yi ñu xool ci Malang man mag mi sax. Malang suma mindset bi yëpp jaxase na ko ci guddi gi.
Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar.
I wish ma delluwaat at a younger age. ma ni ma try li Malang def.
Allahu akbar.
but nonetheless dinañ waxtaan ak xale yi rek.
waaw.
ñu ko si Malang. Malang.
Naam.
yàlla dimbale la dégg nga.
Amiin yaa rabbi.
yàlla laxal la fu yàq àggul yóbbu la si kaw si kanam.
Amiin yaa rabbi.
waaw nga jëriñ si réew bi.
Amiin yaa rabbi.
ci barke alxuraan alkarim.
Amiin yaa rabbi.
jërëjëf waay.
good night.
Good night. Jërëjëf
Thank you
auntie.
so much.
Kontaan nañ. Malang, alhamdulillah. You're already inspiring a lot of people out there. Like I said, Sinjel Benbi, this is the purpose of the youth dialogue, actually, to inspire change, you know, to enable people to say, okay, he can do this, I can also do it. And I think that is the whole purpose. And alhamdulillah that we are able to achieve that so far. So you said about the school. What are the biggest constraints that is stopping you from having that school? Because I think it should be a very important school for youngsters.
Yeah, because, like I said, you know, even if we have the space,
Yeah.
we don't have the structure, the structures. But for the material, let's say for the human resources,
Yes.
we already have that and the material.
Material.
The intellectual property is there, the materials is there, the books and the papers, everything is there.
There.
But now for us to put it into a structure, we need to have a school, like classroom setting. So for now we don't have it, but President International, our scheme is there, directed by Pa Umar, Pa Malik Sise.
We have another caller. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum. Jaama kan la ak foo ñu callee. waaw yaa ngi ci biir lan mooy sa contribution ci programme bi.
la programme wala mooy kam Baake.
Abaraka Baake.
kontaan da Baake.
Abaraka.
na programme ko diyaare Baake.
Abaraka Baake waay.
tapi pas ba interview ka ngan baraka tentu ngaji Baake.
Thank you so much.
Baraka, thank you.
Mala baraka ma kala simare ni nyarta.
Amin ya rabbi, baraka ifanya baraka, amin.
Mbar muso fanan kontong.
Thank you.
Jaay jaata.
Ala baraka Baake, ala baraka kontanta.
Abaraka kontantal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kara baraka simare ka nyarta bi.
Amin ya rabbi.
Mbar muso nye fanan ko nje Baake amoy.
Amin ya rabbi,
Abaraka.
baraka, thank you.
Okay, malam sekali.
Alright, Abaraka Baake waay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So yes, you were saying that you have the materials and the human resource, but it's the
The structure
structure.
and also the budget to run. You know, right now we are charging 3,000. 3,500 for a course that will give you, let's say if you have a job, at least a day, the minimum you can make a minimum. DJs, how much are they paid for wedding or for naming ceremony? They are paid minimum of 3,000, minimum, for just for you to play Ngente with 2 speakers. You are paid.
We have another caller. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, caller. We lost that caller. So
You know,
minimum 3,000.
3,000. And then, you know, the job
DJs
is...
are rich, huh?
The job is not very, very hectic. You just have to lift the speakers. You get them to where you're supposed to get it, connect it to how you're supposed to connect it, and just entertain them. Let's say for when it is long, 6 hours, then you get your 3,000 to 5,000, for instance. So when you have more clients, how much do you make? So it's better than, you know, than so many things. Yes, so also when you have a job in a radio or a TV station, how much will you be paid? Just from the training, you can be able to get all of that. Yes.
So are you reaching out to partners, the private sector? Okay, we have another caller. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Ibe kaira.
Head wrong, correct.
Tante mbaji ibe kan QTV le.
Ha, ibe QTV le.
Okay, ñu funding kala ko en kontaan baake.
Abaraka baake.
Ñinem banku di yaadi. Adama di moy ñena visualization le fay as a youth.
Exactly.
Before sitting around a corner discussing about politics or another person.
No, we lost that caller.
Wow.
So in terms of what I was talking about, it's the issue of collaboration. Are you collaborating with any other institution or government? Have you reached out to the government as to that you have the intention to actually establish an institute for sound engineers?
Yeah, not for the government, but some private institutions and some NGOs. You know, we've been writing proposals so many times. Since a lot of years, we've been writing proposals to reach them out. But whenever we write proposals, they will call us for meetings, you know, and things. But they have not given us anything. So from then to now, we've been sustaining ourselves with the help of the little jobs that we are having around. But nonetheless, we've been always asking the NGOs
But you
to
did not
support.
reach out to the government?
To the government, not yet, no.
Okay.
Yes. But I've reached out to the NGOs, written them a proposal, telling them that, you know, we would like you to support certain set of people to learn these skills. Always we've been telling them. But the reason why we don't have sponsor, that is why we came out with this to say 3,500. Because we don't want to make it money. We want to, at least if you pay for someone, you know, to learn, then, you know, we take them by using that money to facilitate, you know, the job. That we do, yes. Of course, it's not only me that's going to teach. We are going to have 3 teachers. We are going to have a music teacher, myself, and also an electrician. Because sound have to do with electricity.
Okay, we have, okay, we're taking the last caller. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Kan la ak fo ñoo caller?
Wa man la Saja Samusa Bakaw.
Saja yang si biir. Lan mooy sa contribution ci programme?
Sajato.
Bogato.
Sajato.
You see the DJ in him?
Hey, Sajato.
Bogato.
Yeah, you're right, Eto?
Perfecto.
No respeto, man.
Yeah, no perspective, man.
Yeah, he's one of the guys, you know.
Okay, what was that?
I'm happy
Thank
about you, man.
Yeah, that is our own, you know, tongue.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Saja.
Interesting.
Yeah, Bogato.
But you know where to have it, do it, or things that, yeah?
I know how is it perfecto.
Wait, thank you, Eto. With enough respect.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Joe.
Right,
That's
Saja.
a new language right there. So it's you just have to be saying to and that's
yeah.
it.
Yes, most
So
definitely.
do you have a QCell number that you can give out for people to actually help to contact you if they want to venture in this school or institute?
Okay, yes. My number is 37-22217. 37-22217.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my QCell number.
So finally, what do you have to say? We are running out of time.
Yeah, what I want to say is skills is something that can, you know, put money on the plate and money in the pocket. So at the end of the day, every day people spend money. So, but you have to have somewhere where money will come from. So you have to be relevant. You have to have something that, you know, you offer service to people and they give you something. So any young person that is listening and then you are looking to study something, 1 month training will make you a technician, a sound technician that you can work and be able to earn, you know, something for yourself without depending on your people or without depending on somebody who's in Europe. You know, you can be able to take care of your own self from the little money that you can make from the things that you do.
Thank you, Malang. Well, viewers, this is all we have time for. You heard from Malang. If sound engineering or it's something that you want to venture into, this is an opportunity for you to actually venture in it. So my glow, my outfit is proudly sponsored by Influence International UK. They're opposite the Oryx petrol station in Bigelow. They have all kinds of wares for all occasions. If you have party, birthdays, office wears, they have all kinds of wares. If you want to look this elegant, this beautiful, all you have to do is to go to Influence International UK. They are located at Bigelow, opposite the Oryx petrol station, or you can contact them on 2691229, 2691229, Influence International UK, for all kinds of wares. This is all we have time for. Thank you very much, Malang, for coming on the program, and we wish you the very best of luck in your academy, and we hope that and pray one day you will establish your own school and then help these youngsters actually to become sound engineers. This is all we have time for. Do join us again next week for another edition of the Youth Dialogue. It's bye from me.